Are you wondering if this VEVOR three-wheel mobility scooter is worth it? Let's take a look at it. We'll talk about all of its features. We'll talk about some of the 3 most common questions I find about it. I will answer those for you by testing it, and I'll give you my overall review at the end. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, as we discussed, we're looking at this VEVOR three-wheel mobility scooter, which is principally designed for seniors. This bad boy promises a lot of portability. It's got good power, all-terrain capabilities. We will definitely test that out. But the main question is, does it really live up to the hype? Let's find out. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty stuff, let's go over those 3 top questions that people seem to be asking. Number 1, people ask, how portable is it really? You'll see later in the video how easy it is to fold up. I will tell you, it folds up nice and small. I was able to easily pick it up to put it in something. I believe, actually, I didn't test it with my wife, but I'm really quite sure she could even pick it up, put it in a trunk, something like that. I would say it's definitely highly portable. Another common question is, how well does it handle different terrains? I'll include a little B-roll here, and also when you see me driving around doing the full review, I'm going to go over all kinds of stuff and show you that. So it definitely goes through all different kinds of terrains. I did sidewalks, up and down driveways, bumpy sidewalks. I was really pleasantly surprised by it. I didn't try heavy grass or heavy gravel with it, but I definitely did a little off-roading. Like, instead of going down at the curb, I kind of went across my little section of grass and down the ramp into the front yard. So that was all just fine. I had no issues with that whatsoever. What about the battery life? That is the 3rd question, which I see everywhere. VEVOR states a 12-mile range on a single charge. In my testing, I did about 5 miles, and it definitely didn't use up half a battery. So I'm going to say it's pretty accurate. Of course, this will depend on a lot of factors. Where I am in Florida, it is very flat, very smooth. If you're in a hillier area, obviously it's going to use up more. You know, if you're in San Francisco, I'm sure you're not going to get 12 miles out of it. But within a reasonable range of terrains, I think 12 miles seems about appropriate. Let's go join me on this test drive, and I'll tell you about the actual experience while I'm driving it around. A key feature is the 48-volt lithium-ion battery, which is supposed to give this a 12-mile range. I'm testing it right now. We're going to go all around my neighborhood. I think my neighborhood's like 5 miles, so if I get 1 lap down and I've used up half a battery, we'll say it's about accurate. In case you're curious, it's supposed to take about 6 hours to 8 hours to charge. So it's definitely one of those, if you wipe it out, you want to let it charge all night, right? So I think another key feature, which I think is probably more important than the other ones I'm going to cover with you, is it is so comfortable. I mean, this seat is super comfortable. It's supposed to be good up to 300 pounds. I'm 240 pounds. There's plenty of room here. It is super comfortable. I'm not having any trouble speed-wise. Speed-wise, it's reading 6 kilometers an hour, which is what? That's like 4.5, 5 miles an hour. I've been doing all kinds of stunt driving and stuff. Watch, let's go up here, up this bumpy driveway onto the sidewalk. So stable, so stable. I wanted to include this quick clip of me going through my neighborhood stunt track where really bumpy pavement, and then we're going to go down the street and a big bump again, just so you can see how smooth it is. Uh-oh, look out for the tree, look out for the tree. All right. One complaint look at these big bumps I'm going over, and it's still so stable. Now, one of the things that I am going to complain about, VEVOR, this has this nice bag here on the front, which I will say I broke the zipper like the 3rd time using it, but it does have a nice bag here on the front. What this vehicle does need is a cup holder. Needs a cup holder. Trying to think what else I would want to tell you about. Oh, obviously it folds down. It is reasonably light for what size it is. I think pretty much anybody could lift it up, put it in the back of a trunk or something like that. You know, obviously within reason, but super comfortable. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, here we got a big test coming. Whoa, nice one, drone. Check this out. This like motocross jump here. Woo! No problem at all. Yeah, so on our way, we got to do our 10 miles, which is 2 laps around the neighborhood. While I'm doing those 10 laps, I need you to put a comment down below. Tell me what you're looking for this for. Is this for you? Is it for a family member, a friend, something like that? Crazy but true, the drone battery died, the GoPro battery died, and I'm still cruising around my neighborhood here. So I'm gonna say this is absolutely gonna be good for those 12 miles. I'm not sure where you go in 12 miles, but I guess you could really go and do the whole day at Disney with the grandkids and that kind of stuff and have no issue whatsoever. What I was saying before was put in the comments below. Hey, what I was saying before, put in the comments below. How are you looking to use these? Do you have one of these already? Is it for a friend, family, that kind of stuff? Any questions you might have, put it down below. I can't believe how comfortable this thing is in particular. Wild how great this is. Also, there's probably a link right down here below here somewhere where you can just go get it directly. Otherwise, there's a link in the description, of course. You can just go that way. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. This has been quite the process, checking this thing out. Been a whole day venturing around the neighborhood here, and I'm still going. I'm only coming back if somehow this battery dies, which I don't see really happening. Whoa, I'm doing the full obstacle course here for you. Stability-wise, oh, I get jostled around, but this thing is so stable. Anyway, that's enough of me. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you next time.